This is Crystal Michaels with MadFlavor TV, and we are at Howard University with NAACP Reads Campaign. It's a concert for a cause. We have coming up Traci Braxton, we have Erica Campbell with Mary Mary, and many more, so keep it locked. Oh, thank you. First of all, I want to say that I was in New York. I had the pleasure of being up there when you had your launch party for SWV reality series. So I was excited to watch the whole season. So how was that for you, just in general, doing that for the first season?
It was different. Yeah, the first season was a little difficult because we didn't know what to expect, you know, so it was a little hard the first season, but by the time the second season came around, we were pros. Yeah.
So you were pros by the second season. Okay, okay. So what does the NAACP literacy campaign means to you?
It represents our black people, our kids. Like she said, we're mothers, and you know, it's just something very important, and we're proud to be here to support.
All right, well, thank you so much. Or Mr. Brooks, so what you're the CEO of the NAACP. What does this mean to you this night, having the engagement for the children, for reading with you?
It's really an extraordinary evening. When you think about the beauty and brilliance of our children, NAACP Reads is an opportunity to literally lift them up, highlight them with all of this talent, all of these students, all of these young people who've come together to celebrate reading and celebrate literacy. It's really a phenomenal evening.
Well, I have a question. Do you have any comment as far as the way the kids are texting today, where they're just making up their own language?
Well, I think the way our young people text speaks to their brilliance and creativity. There's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but I love to see them text and read. So in other words, you can hold on to your mobile phone, but hold a book in your hand as well. Yeah.
Hi, Erica. How are you this evening?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. So what can we expect from you guys in this upcoming season?
Ooh, well, it's how we recover, because season 3 was pretty crazy, and season 4 is how you come out of a problem. A lot of times you see how people go through and they kind of disappear and you don't know how they come out. But you know, my sister's a champion. She's not afraid of living her life out loud, because we know that as we live out loud, God covers us and keeps us. So
absolutely. Now you know, you sing with your sister, you're on a reality show with your sister. Do you guys have the sibling rivalry happening at all, or you just want to get away from her at times?
No, I love my sister. We fight, but I love her. You know what I mean? And my mom raised us to be consistent with that love. Even if we had arguments when we were little, my mama would make us hug. We couldn't go to the room and slam the door and say I'm not talking to her. We would never be at the dinner table and nobody talking to us. My mama didn't play that. So as you grow older, you learn how to get through conflict. You understand that there will be hard conversations and hard times, but love and family stick together. I think that's the only reason I'm able to do what I do today, is because of the love and strength of my family.
Absolutely. And what does the NAACP Read campaign mean to you right now?
Oh, this Read campaign means everything. I think if you look at the nature of our educational system, it lets you know how necessary it is. I just read a few text messages and see how much people misspell stuff. It's needed, you know what I mean? And it needs to be loud. It needs to be a campaign that reaches across the board. Sometimes not even just elementary school, but even college and high school need to read more, just so we become more aware of what's going on in our world. It expands the way you think and what you do when you read. You know what I mean? You can take a little adventure in your mind when you read, and I think it should be encouraged. So I'm glad to be here tonight.
Hi, Traci. I first want to say that you are absolutely beautiful, and you are my favorite Braxton. My absolute favorite. So how was it for you last season in filming and all of that?
Oh, wow. Secretly, I didn't tell my sisters until later, to Wanda first, because you know she's a secret squirrel. I was in the studio recording, and yeah, it's been a whole year, and after that, throughout that whole year, I signed with a major record label with E1, and I was like, wow, it is crazy.
What can we expect from the album then? Like, what?
smile and love, hate, happy times, joyous times, everything like that.
We're looking forward to that. I'm looking for, and I know our audience is. So what does the NAACP Read campaign mean to you right now?
Oh, wow. They do a lot for our communities, especially what is going on today. And we have to band with each other and make sure that we make forces and, and be of one accord instead of being at odds at each other. So, it just means so much to me today.
All right, we are here with your girl Alfreda's from the Russ Parr Morning Show. Now, before we get started, how's the baby doing?
He's wonderful. He's 6 months, and I hate being away from him. I hate it. I just love him. He's my little munchkin, so.
I hear you talking about him all the time. I have kids myself, so I understand. Okay, so now the question comes in with the NAACP Reads campaign. How do you feel about that? You have growing.
Yeah, I have a 17-year-old. I also have a 3rd grader. I also have a 6-month-old who I read to daily. And it's just amazing that a third of all 4th graders read at such a low level they can't even do their homework. It's pretty scary. Here in D.C., 50% of 4th graders are reading at a really low level. That's really, really horrible. So, we just want to bring awareness to it tonight. We want to do it in a fun way with SWV, with Traci Braxton, with Mary, Erica Campbell. So this is a fun way to bring awareness to literacy. So we're excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm honored to be here.
Absolutely. And the last question, I'm sure you get this all the time. Who has been your favorite guest on the show?
Favorite guest on the show? Well, I want to say Kanye just because he's cool. Gosh, my favorite guest on the show. I don't even know.
I'm sure that was a difficult question.
I'll say Kanye, but my favorite person whom I've ever interviewed was Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Love her, yeah.
All right, well, you guys have to keep it locked weekdays.
Obama. I gotta say Obama, right? I meant to say Obama. I meant to say our president. Jeez, that was bad. President Obama's way cooler than Kanye.
Okay. All right, well, you guys keep it locked weekdays on the Russ Parr Morning Show with Alfreda's.
Leave something to remember so they won't forget I was here.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. For 100 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs have opened this door for America's youth. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.